Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh episode for you and another guest interview. Man, we're on a back-to-back hit here. I'm excited to have another guest lined up for you, another great guest, and another one of our amazing partners. The Expo and Chris Kaiser is here with us today. Chris, I am so thankful to have you on the show, man. You make your rounds every year. Everybody, you're a household name at this point in the green industry and among these business owners that attend Equip. So I'm not gonna just forgive me. I'm not gonna give you some formal introduction because you're a friend, man. You're a friend, and I think all these listeners out there know that as well. They know that you're here for them. They know what you're building there with Equip and what you're doing with the OPEI and how the industry is changing. So welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. How are you today, buddy?
Oh, thank you for the introduction. I very much appreciate it. I very much appreciate being on with you and the work you're doing to help us educate folks out there about the show, its value. Lots of communication channels now, lots of ways to talk to folks. It's hard to reach everybody, and so every little bit helps, and you're a great voice in that debate. So I really appreciate being on.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's an honor. And, man, you are not lying. There are plenty of ways to get out there nowadays. The world's ever-changing. Technology's ever-changing. And with all of that becomes lots of new products, lots of new things, lots of new tech coming into the industry. And so where is all that showcased? Well, that's showcased at the Equip Expo. And the Equip Expo is coming up. Man, it's right. Every time we do this, I'm like, man, we're 6 months away. And then it's 3 months away. And then we're here. It comes so fast. Like, as soon as the show wraps up, me and Evan Cox, Evan, man, you don't know, you probably do know because you get to work with him all the time. But Evan is Evan is gold. Evan is gold. And I'm happy to call Evan a dear friend. And the work that he does on this show and gets it up and running, we talk about that like the day after. He's like, man, I'm already planning for next year. And so I feel like that's how it is. We're already planning for the next year, and we're here. We're in the year. 2025 is right on the corner. The Equip Expo is. And so big stuff coming up. I want to dive into with you a little bit and talk about, I guess, what's new, what's coming, what's changing, all of those things. But before we get to that, give me a little backstory because new listeners, people come in, young guys in the industry running their own businesses and figuring things out. What is the Equip Expo? A lot of people still call it GIE. How did that all get started? How did you get involved with this? And then we'll kind of dive into this year's show. But give me some foundation, some history on Equip, GIE, and your experience in getting involved with it.
Yeah, we're Equip Exposition now, 42 years young in Louisville, Kentucky. Biggest we've ever been, most attendees we've ever had. So we're doing something right. Look, it's a business show. It's not a public show. And it's here to help landscape contractors and those in the business. The Outdoor Power Equipment Institute is the trade association out of Metro Washington, D.C., representing equipment manufacturers. They own the show. I run OPEI. The education arm of the show and OPEI is the Turf Mutt Foundation. We educate kids about the outdoors. But Equip Expo is now wholly owned by OPEI and managed by OPEI. We did that in 2022, opened an office here. You mentioned Evan, one of our great staff here. He's here in the Louisville office. I moved out to Louisville, Kentucky from Metro DC. That's a good move, trust me.
I feel like that was a good decision.
Oh my gosh, 36 years. That's enough time in Washington DC.
That's enough, man.
But bear with me. I'm literally walking the walk today. I got an acre and a half in Louisville. That's one of the reasons to be out here. But Mutt Mulligan, the Turf Mutt spokes dog, is out here barking at the landscapers who are planting today.
That's
Longco,
amazing.
It's a great Louisville company. Guy started out pushing a mower. He's got 6,000 clients now. And that's what Equip's about, right? Helping folks like you, helping folks like Steve grow that business. I've traveled the world. I go to a lot of trade shows. We're the largest landscape contractor trade show in the world. And if you, everything about the business, and it's the businesses that support the business. So irrigation, tree care, Christmas tree lights, you name it. It's at Expo. So if you want to grow your business, keep your business, that's what we want to do at Expo and create those opportunities for peer-to-peer interaction and learning.
And that's exactly right? I mean, we'll talk education in a little bit, but peer-to-peer, business-to-business, this is where you grow to, one, you connect, you just get to make friendships, right? And that's something that I think a lot of things are, Equip is a very social event for a lot of people. And I think that's a good thing in the sense of like, hey, everyone's coming in here happy. They're energetic. They're coming off of a year. Maybe, just maybe, some guys are coming in there a little down. They didn't have a great year. They're coming. They need that pick-me-up. They need that social experience. And so what we're creating, what you guys are creating there at Equip and the industry as a whole are bringing in October, the third week of October there, is it's just amazing. I think that you've helped so many lives. You helped change so many futures because there is a social environment there that people love and enjoy and they connect. And as much technology and as much AI comes out, you cannot replace the human interaction that you get at a show like this. And so you talk about the equipment and the technology and all the things that are there. It's the largest in the world. Yes, yes, and yes. But you go there and you hang out and you meet friends and you grow relationships. Some of my closest friends that I talk to on a daily basis, we see at Equip, right? We see them once or twice a year, but we meet them there. And it's like a family get-together. It's literally like a family gathering. Like, people come, they take trips together, they share hotel rooms together, they build relationships out for this show. And I think that's what makes it so special. And it's continued. You know, Chris, you said we're doing something right? We're growing. I think that's a huge portion of it. It's just such a socially well-known and enjoyed show. I think that has a huge part to play in it.
You know, and you said it. Family reunion is the word we use.
Yeah.
We have a 50% retention rate. That means 50% new every year, 50% return year over year. A lot of folks come every 2 years, every 3 years, but it's in the mix, right? So it's something that a lot of folks can't miss. Now, remember, we're a citywide, and so we're the fourth largest moneymaker for the city of Louisville, event moneymaker for the city of Louisville. That includes the Derby. And so what we want folks to understand, we create experiences so you can learn from one another. And that's hanging out. So we rent Churchill Downs for the opening reception. We have a concert, big and rich. It's at the Kick. We have an outdoor concert. That's Wednesday Night's Crashers. That's at 4th Street Live. We have a 5K. We have Mutt Madness. So we want to create those opportunities for people to get together. Remember, as a citywide, we fill up all the hotel rooms. So 34,000. So if you're in a hotel and you get in an elevator, 99% chance whoever's in that elevator with you is here for the show or in the restaurant or in the bar. And shake their hand, meet them, have a beer and a brat. That's where and you said it, that's where friends are made. How did you survive COVID? How did you survive the H-2B worker shortage? How did you survive? That's where learning takes place. We have a lot of classrooms. We have a lot of certification training. But importantly, we want to make sure people have the opportunity to talk to one another, have some fun with one another. That's where learning takes place.
Exactly. And you mentioned classroom training. So we'll dive into that and we'll circle back to some other things in a minute. But let's dive into classroom training, right? There's a lot of guys out there who just don't know, right? They need help. They need guidance. They're like myself. They came out of high school and they worked cutting some grass in high school a little bit. I went to college for a year and said, this isn't for me. I was running the business and doing school, and I said, I need to go all in on the business. And so we don't necessarily, I'm getting my field knowledge, but that's about it. I don't have some formal education, certification trainings, passing in those classes in landscaping, horticulture, design, lighting, all those things. And so what is Equip offering now that can help someone like myself or other people in the industry that they're just relying on their field knowledge, and that may be young, they may be 22, 23, they only have a year or two, but they want to break into bigger things. What are these education classes doing for those people?
You bet. And we got a lot of them. So the only way to really see the depth and breadth of that is to go to the equipexposition.com. Look at the classes. We're the kind of show now that we're not a one-day show. You just got to plan. So, and it's all of so we partner with folks in those spaces. So landscape management helps us with some of the landscape contractor education. The Irrigation Association helps us with the irrigation classes. We have tree care folks at the AV Institute helping us in tree care, Christmas tree lights, trenching, pool and spa, Hardscape North America co-locates with us. You name it. All of those interrelated businesses to landscape contracting that help you keep your folks year-round or stay busy year-round, we have at the show. So there's a wide range. We now have a lot of, you said it, certification training, application certs you can get now. A lot of states now we've applied for, and they accept our certificates is there. But the only way to see that is to go online. I don't have them in front of me. There's a whole list of them. But again, get online now, get those, because those classes will fill up, just like our hotel rooms. Plan for that. Get an attack plan for Equip. This is not a one-day show. You need comfortable shoes and a plan. But so that we want to make sure you get the classes you want, the hotel rooms you want, right? So figure out, do you want to be out by the KC? Do you want to be downtown? Do you want to be in the East End? Do you want to be in Nulu near hip restaurants? Get those hotels now. But lots of education opportunities at Equip. It's a great place to bring your team, right? That's the other thing. A lot of folks are now bringing 5, 10 folks from the company because they can learn together, they can experience stuff together, they can socialize together and improve their team coordination at Equip.
100%. I know guys that Sam Gimble, he runs Atlas Outdoor in Michigan, takes his whole team every year. We got a guy local to me in Alabama, Eli Baltazar, takes his whole team up there, and they're like well known at the show. Like you see them and they're all walking around and they're so happy. They love being there. Like they love being there. They love the time. And it's a great way to like build some rapport and just like honestly just like give back to your employees a little bit. Like, hey, you work really hard to build this company all year, every year. Let's go have a little fun this week. Let's go see some cool stuff, and let's go see what we can do to change our business and continue to grow as well. So I'm a big proponent of Equip. Like we talk about that. You talk about the education. You can go today. You can go to equipexpo.com or equipexposition.com, and you can see the education classes there. There's a ton of them. Get registered. I've done those in the past. I will probably do one this year. I'm honestly probably going to do some type of irrigation class this year as we try to break into that some more. So I'm pumped for that. But you talk about going in, and guys, we're talking fast, right? We're flying through this interview because me and Chris, we're both upbeat. Chris has got a lot to do. He's a busy man. But this is the show, right? We are giving you the forefront to what the show is like. If you want to know what the show's like, listen to this conversation because it is boom, 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 back to back to back. There's no breaks. There's no, like, sure, you got your events in the evening where you have fun, but it is like you go here and it's not a vacation. It's a trip. And so, but it's a great trip that everyone enjoys doing because we go there, we network, we learn, we grow. And so, but it's so fast paced. Talk to me about the, we mentioned citywide. You're in the elevator with someone and, they're probably going to show, which is literally fact, like, case in fact. It is there. I promise you. You get on the elevator. I do it every year. There's people with badges, vendors, suppliers, all the things. They're there. And so you talk about this and we're citywide. What does it truly do to the city? Like, it's not a joke when you say, like, you literally can't get a hotel if you wait, right? I mean, talk to me about that just a little bit about how important it is.
You're not going to be where you want to be, right? Yeah. So we're the number 4 moneymaker for the city. So we'll do 34,000 hotel room nights our week. So we want you to have a great time. We want you to be where you want. So that's just key. Remember, Louisville is a town. It's a Goldilocks city. It's big enough. It's small enough. You can get around this, that, and the other. But it's pockets. There's hotels out by the Kentucky Exposition Center if you want to be out there near Churchill Downs. You want to be downtown near the concert, near what's happening. Couple of, at the East End, a lot of shopping, restaurants. So pick your poison. Are you using our shuttle system? Are you using Ubers? Did you drive in? Those are all factors in Louisville. Now we bought out the parking, so you can get through the gates easy now. But we're still moving. We'll have 30,000 people here for a private show, so it's like a great big football game, right? So getting in and out, these are all considerations. Plan how you're going to get into the facility, right? These are all it's a big show. I just can't say that enough. 1,002,000 square feet, 30 acres outdoors. And remember, it's real world. So if it's wet, you can get wet. If it's dusty, you're going to get dusty. Because if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can get on the machine you're looking at. You can test it. You can drive. You can dig. You can cut. You can trench. you name it. But importantly, if you go to Equip Expo, you see the classes, but importantly, you see when is Energized, when is the morning show, because there are times to interact with guys like you, right? To listen in an open forum to how people run their businesses, how they've survived. We have an unbelievable keynote this year, and again, we're into our pocket hard on that. Jesse Cole, the guy who created Savannah Bananas, extraordinary entrepreneur, visionary, interesting, high energy guy. The keynote. Well, you got to be there for that. So that's 11 o'clock on a Wednesday. That's before the show floor opens. So, or you want to be at the 5K that morning or the prayer breakfast. There's so much going on. You can pick and choose, but you've got to get a plan.
Yeah, you have to plan, and Chris, transparently, that is a keynote that I definitely plan to attend. I saw Jesse was speaking. I said I'm probably going to make it for that one. That's a great pickup there. So props to you guys for securing that. I think he's going to bring a lot of value. Like the trials that Savannah Bananas went through in the beginning's days. Like I've watched a little bit of his story, and it's crazy. So I'm sure he can relate a lot to what we're doing there. But one day when Chris isn't on the show, I'll give away my famous parking. Well, it's not famous. I have one spot that I park every year, and I hesitate to give it out because it's in the back.
Don't
and
tell.
It's like, you can't tell because I can get in and out real easy. But it is. I'm excited to continue that tradition. Last year it was a little impeded because one of the gates was closed down, but hopefully that's back open and ready to rock this year. But the parking thing is huge, guys. You go to trade shows, you like locally here in Birmingham, you go to trade show at the Civic Center downtown, you're paying for parking. You're paying $20-$25 a day for parking, right? The fact that we just get to go freely come and go, no paid parking, no gates, like one, it saves money, but more importantly to all of us, it saves time, right? We're not putting tickets in and out. Chris, how long ago did y'all buy the parking?
We right after we took this, I think 5 years now. We're into our pocket $70,000 on that. But it's the experience that you just described it.
Oh yeah,
people were stuck at the gates, and the time to process each of the, thousands of cars. So people were hanging up at the gates. When I first started running it, I saw that was a big complaint. We just bought out the parking. We're still moving a lot of cars. It can still get, and you're at rush hour trying to get on the interstate. So it can still back up, but it is way better. Now, you did mention one of the gates was closed. The big gate off of Critton is now reopened. It's a nice new addition. But remember, to your listeners, the Kentucky Exposition Center has broken ground on a very significant expansion and renovation. They're working hard to keep those impacts to a minimum, but there are impacts. Right now, they're out on the north side of the campus, but you can get in out there. But we'll keep posted on that. We'll keep talking to you if you're a registered attendee about what, if any, changes are there. Because we have folks now in the West Wing that we're going to end up moving out of there. Hardscape will go into the new building. So a bunch of new stuff is happening at KEC over the next 2-3 years. And we just want to make sure our attendees are aware of that. Again, the show goes on. We're going to be as good and as big as ever, but getting better takes a minute.
Exactly. It takes time. It takes processes too, right? That's awesome to hear that they're expanding like that. But talk to me. So I didn't even know they were doing that. That's cool. I mean, West Wing's been growing. A lot of new tech down there, maybe not as popular of brands down there. I went through there last year, met a lot of great people, a lot of great brands that are going to be huge in the next couple of years. I foresee it. So talk to me about outside a little bit. Let's transition outdoors. I mean, outdoors is this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest claim to fame for Equip is like any equipment that you see inside, just about, like I would say 98% of it, you can go outside and run it. It is sitting there at the show for you to go get your hands on and say, hey, do I want to make this purchase? Let me go try it first. And that is nothing to like scoff at. That is a huge opportunity that I think a lot of us take for granted. If we've gone to Equip for a significant period of time, you take that for granted. Start going to other shows. That's not a thing. Like, that's not a thing everywhere.
It's not a thing. It's actually the only one of its kind. And I mean, it's why we're in Louisville for 42 years. It's the only one of its kind where they let you destroy, as we do, 30 acres. And, we put it back together. But 30 acres real world. And remember, so this year we have tree care for tree training with the Navy Institute. We're putting our tree back up in Freedom Hall. And Altec has taken that as a sponsorship. So now they're bringing bucket trucks down in real world again, bucket truck tree training with Davey Institute in Freedom Hall on the floor. Now, that's indoors. So we'll put up a 50, 60-foot tree indoors. You said outdoors. So the 30 acres is in place. We are moving the UTV track to a little bigger, better space. We're going to have 2 tracks. One sort of dirt track, one on hard surfaces, depending on the kind of product you want to look at. That frees up a little more outdoor space on the northeast end of the outdoor area. Again, we have a significant wait list for the outdoor area. A lot of folks out there. But real world, now the battery side of the equation, a lot of that product now, folks are looking to get more space. That'll happen now in the West Wing this year. Demoing indoors, right? We're seeing more and more battery demo indoors. Now, we can run engines in the West Wing Pavilion and now on Freedom Hall on the floor, and so we'll be doing that. But we're now getting into a common. People are used to, again, real-world stuff, testing equipment, running equipment, and so we're doing that. We're making space available both indoors and out to test this stuff.
I love it, man. That is literally the Equip's claim to fame right there. Like, it is cannot be overlooked. The fact you can go do that is just, it's so fun, and it's so awesome to be able to do that. Chris, talk to me a little bit about, like, what are we missing? Have we gone over anything that you're like, hey, this needs to be talked about? Like, what are some key points that you think we may have scoffed over, if any?
The evolution of the show. So the education training changes every single year. As you know, we survey our attendees. We survey folks in the business. We listen, and then we modify that. We change that. The classes have changed. Our vendors have changed. Our partners have changed as we need them, right? And so we have, turf grass specialists coming up from a Texas university in the certs and more states in that space. So again, the show is not static. It changes year over year. So a lot of the social stuff, our big acts that we bring in, we're known for having concert acts here. They change year over year. We are going to stay at Churchill Downs for the opening reception. That was a big, big hit there in the First Turn Club. The dogs are back. So we're a title sponsor this year of the Lucky Dog television show. That helps us teach kids about becoming stewards of the outdoors, the importance of green spaces, our lawns and landscapes, our parks. The power of parks is our new mantra. So we'll be shooting some TV there. We just shot 3 episodes down on the Great Lawn of Louisville and Waterfront Park, which just became #1 in the nation in the USA Today contest. We're a part of that. I'm on their board of directors. But importantly, we're going to shoot Lucky Dog. So we'll have Mulligan's Mutt Madness. You can get your next best friend at our show, Adopt a Dog, on Thursday. So I would just say get online, look at what's happening this year because it's going to be different. Like you said, the keynote's different. Some of the speakers are different. Education is different. That'll help you figure out how you want to approach the show, right? And that's the key. The show is, again, 42 years young. So we keep what we're doing right, and we do modify it up every year.
I love it, man. That's amazing. Well, Chris, I know you got to run, buddy. I want to be respectful of your time. If we got everything, then I'm going to let you go and say thank you for your time because it's been good. We have been nonstop for the past 22 minutes, guys. Like I told you, we're coming in hot and heavy. That is the Equip Expo. That's what you get at the show. Chris, what do you do at the show? Are you there the entire time? What does your presence at the show look like?
Oh, gosh, yeah. I relocated to Louisville. I commute back and forth to our offices out in Metro Washington, D.C., but our show office is here. My home is here. Mulligan, the Turf Mud is here. No, it's and the show is busy year round.
Yeah.
So the month after the show is one of our busiest. We're executing contracts, pushing that back out. No, I'm here year round. I try to stick my head in everything. I go in the morning show. I go to Energize. I go to the keynote. I try to do it all.
Yeah.
But I describe it as a family reunion because I've met people that were pushing a mower, right? A pickup truck, a couple mowers, and they came to Equip for the first time, and now they may have a multi-million-dollar business.
Yeah.
And the people year over year over year. And so my most fun is talking to the attendees. Where are you from? How are you? There are 50 states, 50 countries come to this show. Who came the furthest? Why did you come? And some of these, the Japanese friends, the New Zealand friends, our Australian friends, they just can't get over that we let people get on the equipment.
Yeah.
They're kind of blown away. We've got friends that come from the United Kingdom every single year in the dealer community. And so I look forward to seeing old friends, meeting new friends. It'll be my 18th show, and I learn something every year.
That's amazing, man. Well, Chris, thank you so much for your time, buddy. I hope you have a great rest of your day out there as the dogs continue to bark at the landscapers out there getting some work done. So thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you so much. We appreciate you. The community appreciates you and what you're doing. And we all look forward to seeing you in October in Louisville.
See you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, you had it real time. That was Chris Kaiser, president of the OPEI, and they own Equip Expo. So that was a whirlwind, right? Chris is a very, very busy guy. He has a lot to do, very busy schedule, and so we thank him for coming and spend some time with us. But as we wrap up today's show, I haven't really talked Equip much this year. We've been so busy building our business and trying to grow. Like, we will be at Equip 100%. There's no doubt about it. We'll be there. So code GG50 will save you 50% right now. This show's going to come out, and I think May the 31st is the day that the cutoff stops for. You get in for $12.50 right now. If you use code GG50, you get in the door for $12.50. I say it every year. Even if you don't even know if you're going, you should buy your ticket right now. You can get in, and you're out $12 if you don't go. If you wait until August or September, you're paying $20-$30 a piece, even with a 50% discount to go. So you don't want to wait on that. Wait now. Sign up now and do not wait now. Sign up now. Get your spot locked in so we can go see each other in Louisville and hang out. It's going to be an amazing time, an amazing trip. I am pumped to see everyone this year. We're going to have, there's going to be the morning show. There's going to be Energized. We'll talk about that as we get closer to the show, as more details come out about it. But it is truly an amazing time for me. Chris says it himself, like family reunion, it is truly a family reunion. We see people that we see once or twice a year. We get to see at this show. And so I am very thankful for everything that the Equip has done for us and relationships that we've built, friendships we've made, and I know that you can do it too. So we'll do, as we get closer to the show, we'll do more of a, hey, this is the nitty and gritty. This is what you need to know about Equip. This is how you actually plan your day-to-day. We'll talk about all that as we get closer, maybe August, September, to the show there. But we still got a lot of work to put in the ground, guys. You got a lot of work to put in the ground so you can go, learn, achieve, and grow together all of your businesses, all of our businesses, and change the future of the industry. And you can do that by attending Equip. So GG50, 50% off at equipexpedition.com. If you want to sign up and register there, you can. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. We appreciate you. We appreciate your support. If you want to leave us a big 5-star rating or review, that helps us. That helps us boost the show, because we can only grow the show by word of mouth. That's the only way a podcast grows. Share it on your socials if you don't mind, and that will continue to help us. And just continue to build the community one relationship at a time. So without any further ado, guys, that's going to wrap this one up, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.